and I'll go and check my sausages. Well, hello and welcome to the Friday night update. I'm here with Cornet. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm so glad this week is over. And I'm looking
The
forward
work
to...
week, yeah.
Yeah, the work week. The work week. Oh, yeah, the work week. God, the work week.
Nice and long weekend. So.
Yeah. Nice and long and really heavy. But we're here for
Heavy weekend?
Well, yeah.
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, well, not working the weekend, so in
So,
fact, I'm off for the next 3 days, so yay!
good.
Anyway, we are here for the week 70 update, which is about vegetable care package. Kamara and Rhubarb are added to SMPL3 quest rewards in open world, and we move to the next phase of Galileo development. So, if you wouldn't mind, Cornet, kick us off, please.
Sure. So, this week 70, brings us 2 new vegetables to Icarus. The Kumara and the Rhubarb. These vegetables are not found organically growing on the surface, but can only be collected when completing the dynamic quests in open world. We also give an update on Galileo, which is moving into its latter phase as we complete the production work and shift towards testing and refinement. Nice. So Galileo update is upon us. Almost there. Me likey.
Yep.
And some new veggies.
Excellent.
So continuing on the veggies, the Kumara and the Rhubarb. We've added 2 new resources to Icarus that players can plant, grow and cook with. These vegetables are only available by completing the dynamic quest in open world, and they're not found growing naturally on the map like other vegetables. These limitations make them highly valuable, and they come with 7 new recipes across the drying rack, fireplace, cooking bench, potbelly stove and biofuel stove.
You skipped the line.
Did I?
Yeah, these are Kamara and rhubarb, two new vegetables with their own perks for players when consumed.
So, new recipes with new boosts, new buffs.
Yeah, 7 new recipes.
Yep.
Wow.
And we have an image of what I assume the rhubarb in the middle and Kumara on both sides.
Yeah, looks like. Well, I definitely know what rhubarb looks like, so that is most definitely the one in the middle.
Exactly.
So yeah, looking forward to being able to grow that. And the best thing about that is the fact that the stuff that grows with my high level character does not wither because she's a gardener.
Exactly.
Cool.
So, for those unfamiliar with Kumara, it is a variant of the sweet potato that came to New Zealand with the Maori settlers. Maori settlers. It has a distinct sweet taste, and its flavor is sometimes associated with a blend between the standard sweet potato and American yams.
Mm.
I'm not sure I know either of those, but okay. And we
Yeah,
have a picture of the Kumara in the player's hand here.
yeah. That's a sweet potato in his hand.
No, it's a
Right.
Kumara.
Is it? Looks like a sweet potato, but
There's no sweet potato in the game. There is Kumara in the game, so
well, yeah, okay.
since 1 plus 1 equals 1 0,
Yeah. Yeah, 1 plus 1 equals 11.
nope. 1 plus 1 equals 1 1. I'm,
Alrighty.
uh, I'm calculating binary. Anyway, the Galileo update. Galileo continues to make steady progress, and we are now moving towards testing our fishing mechanics, localizing our achievements, and finalizing the details.
Cool.
We have added the final fish meshes and finished the casting and reeling animations. Completing this part of the project and moving it into the testing phase as we refine our user interface and look for any bugs that might be present in the new system. So fishing rod, casting and reeling.
Yeah.
And we've also updated the bestiary to include more information and possible unlocks, as well as the ability to trigger the respective animal sounds.
Cool.
Ability to trigger the animal sounds. Hey, cool.
Mm.
An interactive bestiary.
Yeah, so you can identify each animal by what it sounds like.
Yeah. Hey Froggy, welcome.
Hey, Froggy! Froggy's first again! Yay! Welcome, welcome, darling. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good one. And
And
what is
a
what?
rhubarb.
Oh yeah, that's rhubarb. Yeah, that's rhubarb.
Oh, it's a big one though.
One more for my medal board. Yay! Absolutely.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think we're uh, gonna have to come up with I don't know, some sort of reward or some sort. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll just give you a bigger medal. How's about that? Oh, I know
Make
what
them
we can
smaller,
do.
otherwise they won't fit on the board no more.
I know what we can do. We can get her a new board.
Yeah. Or start making 10 time metal.
Yeah, yeah. So that takes us straight into the change log, actually,
Yep.
doesn't it?
Yep. Again, small updates until Galileo comes out, which will be a big one. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, new content is basically kumara and rhubarb,
Yeah. Okay.
which
So
apparently are gonna make sound. Adding the correct sound for kumara and rhubarb. I assume it's like harvesting sound.
yeah. Yeah, I would assume so.
So basically adding the new veggies, icons,
Yeah.
recipes.
Yeah. The quests for which you can get them. And that leads us into what they fixed. So, what have they
Mm,
fixed?
Modified the minimum screen size engine settings for foliage to be smaller, allowing more control over the culling distance of foliage assets. So how quickly they disappear, I assume, culling.
Uh,
Also, initial pass on the culling distances for numerous foliage assets for optimization.
yeah.
Added per instance fade node to the Ice Rock Small Master to help blend the culling. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
only foliage, but also the ice pieces.
Yeah.
Added the foliage picker utility to show and select what foliage is being looked at. Because Unreal Engine 4 foliage tooling is incredibly terrible. Only supported by foliage which has collision, so no foliage overlap assets. Okay.
Okay.
So
Found some
I assume this is all
translation.
all parts of the whole improved performance part.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Fix some typos found by translation community. That's good.
And a type in the description for the wooden buffalo card.
Yep.
Next one is a nicer one, like created the reloading montage for the hunting rifle. Set to the correct start, loop and end behavior and added to the firearm table. The hunting rifle now has visible bullets when reloading. Like the shotgun, if you reload it, you see your character actually put shells in the shotgun. Now it's
Ah.
also gonna put bullets, visibly put bullets in the hunting rifle.
Oh, that's
Cool.
yeah, cool. Adding correct audio data table entry to stone statues. Wouldn't have thought stone statues would have made a noise, but there you go.
I assume it's like if you hit it or if you repair it.
Or maybe when you're setting it down, like um deploying it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Fix an exploit where save load with an active food buff and long-lasting food talent stat would increase the duration of the food buff. Well, I never knew about this exploit,
Nope.
but then again, I don't even have the long-lasting food talent stats. So for me, it was I couldn't use it. You might have been using it. I don't know,
Yeah, I think
unintentionally,
my high level
unknowingly.
I think my high level character uses it, but I never noticed a bug where it did that.
So
Oh,
yeah, maybe you unknowingly exploited this.
maybe it's possible. Didn't notice, to be honest.
Then again, we usually have plenty of food anyway, so meh.
Yeah, yeah. Abundant oodles of food.
Yeah. Fix the bug where juveniles were not being initialized correctly, leading to baby deer not being cleaned up when the parent despawned. That's why we saw so many baby deer walking around on their own. Also,
Might al-
the
might
wandering.
al- yeah, might also explain the parent buffalo with 4 kids.
This buffalo. This fix specifically talks about baby deer. And yes,
Hmm.
I have been seeing a lot of baby deer wandering around on their own.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay.
Increase the maximum trace distance of underground checks for a few more equalizers. Thank you. And increase the max distance of trace checks potential spawn points aren't underground. This should fix a few cases where creatures or quest actors are spawning inside cliff faces. We have seen
Yes.
this.
Yes, we've
The
definitely
thumper in
seen.
front of the cave, where some of the medium-sized, where at some point a medium-sized worm spawned in a cliff.
Yes, and also the fact that we do get worms spawning in the walls of the cliff.
Cave worms, yeah.
Yeah, the cave worms.
Very rarely, but yes.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
remember a few instances where we've had that.
I'm glad to fix that because they're annoying.
Yeah,
I mean, the
especially.
cave worms you can fix by killing the front one and then go out the cave, come back in.
Yeah.
But those quest actors, like the medium-sized worms for the thumper,
Hmm.
they will stay inside the ground until you log off, log on again.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm glad I fixed that.
Yep. Absolutely. And future content, which we apparently have quite a lot of. So.
Uh, make lava rivers and lakes non-drinkable.
Yeah, I
That
should think so.
would have been some hot beverage.
Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah.
When I read this, I was like, who the heck is going to try to drink lava?
Yeah, I mean, who the heck can get close enough to it to drink it in the first place?
That actually is possible, but
Yeah, but I mean, that's
attempting to drink it?
yeah.
No thanks.
You'd burn your face off before you get your lips anywhere near it.
So I was smiling at this one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Anyway, added fish 13 textures, so you get another one. Also
Yeah.
added iridescence for fishes 11, 12, and 13 for rarity. Wow, we're gonna get glow in the dark fishy?
Ooh. Maybe you could get. You know how like um the sea serpent in Valheim has like glowing bits on its frills on the very points of the spines round its neck. Maybe something like that, so you can see it
Iridescence.
in deeper water.
Iridescence, by the way, is not glow in the dark. It's the
Oh, it's just
phenomenon of
sheen.
certain surfaces that appear to
Yeah,
gradually change color as the angle of
yeah.
view or angle of illumination changes.
Well, fish.
Examples
Yeah, fish
include
do that
soap
too.
bubbles, feathers, butterfly wings, and seashell nacre, and minerals such as opal. Okay, okay. So, chameleon fish. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael. Welcome, welcome. Michael says, I
Yeah, I have rethumbed.
rethumped all
Yep.
the ores in my open world. Haven't gotten any new plants after 10 missions. Oh, well,
Well, you only did 10 so far.
yeah.
Uh,
You only need to get one.
so, in the new content, it says they increased the new vegetables mission rewards in likelihood 3 times. And they
We're,
watch 2 to 3 times more vegetables, the second from the bottom for new content. So you don't always get veggies, and if you get veggies, you don't always get the new veggies. So you're fighting 2 RNG numbers there for the new veggies. So 10 missions, meh, not that much yet. Give it some time, give it some more missions.
yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. Okay.
Updated names of various new creatures. Well, we know about the quadrupod, what was the name? We need the needler, bed dog, lava spitter.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but now they updated the name, so now if they mention a previously unknown animal, like a new animal name, we don't know is it going to be a new animal or is it a new name of a previously mentioned animal.
yeah, that's a
Okay.
good point. That's a really good point, actually.
Ah well. Tweak
um,
glass settings for desk lamp and fix file name. So we're gonna get a new decoration item, desk lamp.
yeah, maybe you can actually turn it on and off.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Have you made sure it's plugged in?
Yep.
Is the socket switched on? Yeah.
Let's see. Adjustments to ambience based on mega tree climb up height.
Oh,
What?
we're going to be able to climb it?
That was my question as well when I read this. Like, what? We're gonna climb the mega tree? That's gonna be nice. But then are we also gonna get a parachute in case we fall out of the tree?
Maybe some climbing gear?
Uh, a
That would
couple
be
of them are
fun.
fall reduction modules.
Could you imagine getting climbing gear for going up the tree that you could then use to scale a cliff?
Well, gear for climbing trees is quite different from gear for climbing rocks.
Yeah, but don't forget you've got all sorts of adjustments and additions and stuff that you can put onto your armor and your weapons, so why not turn your tree climbing gear into rock climbing gear with a modification?
Alteration on your armor.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, we have rope, right? So how we should be able to like at least rappel from cliffs, right? We have rope anyway.
yeah,
So, well,
that would be cool.
yeah. Froggy like, hey Michael, I was first. And Michael, yeah, see. I had my
Yeah,
cell going whilst on Icarus, so couldn't respond. Yeah, well, hey, I'm glad you at least had a stream on, Michael. Got some music maybe, so yeah.
cool. Uh, here we go. Added missing item images for rods for the radial menu. New type of menu. Fix the
Well,
base.
it's the press and hold R menu.
Yeah. Fix the base fishing rod not saving the lure because of a missing inventory component. Hmm.
Select
Okay.
lure, click the lure, and then the fishing rod's like, yeah, I've already forgotten it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fish without lure.
Yeah. And the
Right?
rod's going, you want what now?
Yeah. Adding icons and deployable setup for carved wood decorations. Okay, so we gonna get new wooden decorations.
We've already got wooden decorations. There'll probably just
Not
be
really
different
carved, but
ones.
yeah. I wonder, will they be like what, statues? Ish?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got carved wood statues already. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
But yeah, adding icons and deployable setup. So, gonna get more?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, improved predator bird dive animations. Predator bird now climbs at an increased rate Both the bird, predator bird, and Kia now orient their torso rotation to better match their current velocity direction. So this predator bird is gonna climb trees, I reckon, and then dive from above.
Maybe
Like,
it can
I want
climb.
that head.
Maybe it can climb cliffs like bears can.
Hmm?
Climb a cliff, let
Yeah,
go, fly,
yeah,
dive bomb something down below.
we'll see.
Maybe the predator bird isn't actually a flyer, it's just a
The
winged,
pterodactyl, for example,
a
had
winged, a
had
wing,
a
yeah,
problem flying from the ground, like getting off the ground as well.
yeah, yeah, like maybe it's more like a wing as opposed to feathers. Does that make
Have you seen
sense?
swans trying to take off? They have a hard time as well. Once they fly,
Yeah,
it's okay, but getting off the ground or off the wall, actually.
yeah, yeah.
Oh. Add bestiary progress tracking with weighted scores for skinning bench and the trophy bench. Currently feature locked to Galileo outside the dev builds.
Okay.
So bestiary progress tracking is skinning bench and trophy bench. Skinning bench, there was last week they mentioned like skinning as one of the options to learn about animals.
Yeah, and
Trophy bench might have to do with the how did I call it last week? Mini boss or the alpha animals?
the boss animals.
Was
Because if
last
you
week?
remember,
Yeah.
if you remember, um, there was mention of a possible bunny boss.
Yep. Yeah. Kill boss, killed by skin with trophy knife.
Yeah, there you go. Skin with trophy knife, so you get the trophy
Trophy
or
which
the
you put
head
in
to
the
make the trophy
trophy
with.
bench, and then in the trophy bench you learn about the animal. Okay, got it.
Makes complete sense. Sounds really good, actually.
Adding geothermal terrace event, not
Oh,
implemented yet in map. Okay.
hmm. Geothermal terrace event. Oh, that sounds like a lava downhill lava fall
I don't know.
over
Terrace.
terraces,
I don't know.
different levels of stone.
I don't know. Some increased heat from underneath. Geothermal. I don't know. Maybe a
Mm,
volcano eruption.
possible.
Imagine being in the middle of a cauldron and all of a sudden it erupting. That's gonna be a little oops.
Yeah, just a bit.
Good luck getting your loot back.
Yeah, yeah. Froggy says, "Bunny boss? Is it an Easter boss?"
Well, we were kinda spitballing last week. Last week, in the future content, they had this bullet point. Add bestiary progress tracking with weighted scores for kill boss, killed by, skin with trophy knife. And so we were spitballing a bit like killed by, and boss animals like a rabbit boss. What should I think of? We're talking about a rabbit boss, like very big rabbit with a thumb attack, area of effect.
Yeah,
So that's now when we're talking about the bunny boss, the rabbit boss. We are basically hooking back to last week's session.
yeah, yeah.
Shooting eggs at you. Well, that might be the Moa boss actually.
Yeah, I said oh my God, I can't believe I said that actually.
The Kia.
I came up with the idea of a Kia boss with a crap attack.
Yeah, dive bomb attack. You'll be in deep shit.
Yeah.
But as long as you get sulfur from it, it's fine. At least you get
Yeah,
something from it. But
yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Added predator bird target circling functionality, added extra food related combat behavior to predator birds. Wow.
food-related combat behavior. Well, as in if you have something, if you have an animal on your shoulders or on your belt, they're gonna attack. Like Komodo. Uh,
And
it's food-related combat behavior. Komodo has the same.
well, no, but
Normally, it doesn't care about you, but if you have something on your belt or if you're skinning an animal, then he's gonna attack you. Because
yeah,
then
but
he's gonna be like, "That's my food."
think about this though, right? Earlier on, they were talking about the predator bird and the Kia with the movement. So maybe the predator bird will steal your food like the Kia does, except it's a predator bird, and so therefore it's going to fight for its food.
Yeah, maybe. So it's a good thing we already made a habit of putting the drying rack inside.
Yeah, and keeping the fireplaces inside.
Yeah. Indeed, Froggy, you need a shower after a fight with the Kia boss.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. The only problem with that is that we don't have a shower in Icarus, so I suggest you find the closest lake you can and use the sponges from it.
That would give you an extra use
For the
for the
sponges, yeah,
sponges.
yeah, and clean yourself up after a crap attack.
Let's see.
Oh,
Regenerate some Prometheus generated tiles due to substantial environment changes. I reckon things like the geothermal event and stuff.
yeah. Oh, the geyser is a geothermal event. Duh. Why did I not get that earlier?
The geysers like we know them here, yes. The one on Icarus, I'm not too sure. But maybe.
No,
For instance,
no.
yeah, take a bath in the lake with piranhas. Maybe it's so bad the fish keel over and die. Hey, that's gonna be easy fishing.
Yeah, just make a net with all that bloody rope we've got.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Um, yeah, fixing collider issues with Prometheus Story 2, which was blocking the I think that
Visibility
should I
channel.
think that should be visibility channel and preventing building projectiles and animal spawns. I'm glad they fixed that.
Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do that mission, the story missions.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do anything. You can't build yourself a house. You can't kill any animals. You've got no food.
Exactly.
you, you, you spawn and you're dead. That's it. Um,
Adding
adding
item
new.
icons for New Horizons food. First time they mention New Horizons by name, or at least first time in a long, long time.
I'm sorry, where are you?
5 6 down. 5. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
So New
Hmm.
Horizons are gonna have yet more food. New Horizons specific. Which
Well,
then would indicate either veggies or animals specific to New Horizons.
yeah. Well, I mean, we've already heard mention of new new animals, so you would
Yeah,
kind of
but not on
assume
New
that,
Horizon. It was
well,
for Galileo.
yeah,
And Galileo, as I recall, is both Styx and Icarus. So if they're now talking about New Horizons specifically, might
tr-
indicate it won't be available on Icarus and Styx.
yeah, that's possible. Yeah, but yeah,
Uh,
it's first time we've heard mention of that.
yeah. So two down, Aztec, adding rustic wall shelf item, icon, lore, and recipe.
More lore, yes, love
So we
it.
get, so we are already using shelves. We used half pieces for shelves.
Yeah,
Uh, so now we're gonna get rustic wall shelves. Cool. I just hope they will be functional, usable, so you can put stuff up.
yeah, all the way around the
Preferably,
wall.
preferably benches and stuff.
Yeah,
But lore for a wall shelf. Okay. It's not something I would have associated with lore, but sure. Hey, lore is good. We like lore.
yeah. Been waiting for some more of it for a long time.
More lore, yeah.
Yeah,
So the one below, adding clay phases A to I. So we're gonna get like
different
9 clay
types.
phases.
Yeah, different shapes, different sizes.
We're also
Maybe
getting,
maybe some for outdoors.
I mean, I assume there will be decorations, although you might be able to store stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also getting geode lamps.
Yeah, I saw that. That sounds so cool.
Geode lamps, you need geodes, which you can get from the volcanic biome, maybe.
Maybe, maybe.
But again, decoration, I think.
Yeah. Added obsidian sickle and obsidian projectiles. I see that as arrows.
All obsidian projectiles, so throwing knives and javelins.
Yes, yes, of course. I always forget about them just because I don't use them.
True, true.
So here we have the text for the lamps, the vases, and the carved items.
Let's see, the Prometheus Story 5, 5th mission. Lowered obstacles by 33%, lowered creature speed, and added rewards. Well, it was too hard. You didn't get enough rewards? I mean, we're gonna do the mission anyway, and yes, we would have been complaining like it's too much of an effort. You hardly get anything. So hey, at least they fix it before people starting complaining about this.
Yeah, yeah. Um, more updates for the Megatree audio adjustments based on new placements.
Yeah, the
Mm.
audio adjustments like the wind gusts and the reverbs,
Yep.
creaks, which was mentioned above and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna scroll up a bit.
It's mentioned 2 times. Something about the Mega 3 and audio stuff. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
fish wall mounts actually was mentioned several weeks ago already. So,
Mm. We've got updates to swamp field locomotion blending and animal blueprints.
so swamp bird.
Hmm. Predator birds, swamp birds, maybe
It's
adjustment.
gonna be a different bird, I think. I hope.
That would be cool, but it's um
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
locomotion blending. Is it going to be camouflaged?
I don't know. Like you hardly see it move until it attacks.
Possible.
Gonna have to pay extra attention to the audio then.
Mm-hmm. And just below it, adjustments to predator bird spawn rate and volume and spatial override for attack flap.
So you hear the wing flap, and it's either a Kia or it is a predator bird. If it's a Kia, you don't need to. Like Jake says, welcome Jake. Hi. The two
Hey
patch notes
Jake,
are
welcome,
indeed
welcome.
describing two different birds. See, the swan bird and a predator bird.
Okay, thank you for the
Yeah, with the attack
confirmation.
flaps, so either it's a Kia, you don't have to worry about it. And as soon as you think, oh, I don't have to worry about it, it's a Kia, and then turns out to be the predator bird, and then it takes your head off.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's going to have to sound different from the Kia, though. Because
Would be easier for the players. On the other hand, to make it more of a challenge.
yeah, but they're think about the fact that we were talking about the bestiary, or maybe the trophy bench where you find out about the animals and maybe
And
possibly
the sounds, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Do
different
you, do you
birds, different
recall?
sounds.
Do you recall when the buffalo was introduced? It sounded the same as the bear.
Yes, I still get them confused every now and again.
At least they are different enough now, so you can
Yeah,
you can hear which animal it is. But
yeah,
especially in the beginning, like you heard the sound, you're like, "Shit, there's a bear!" And then you look around, like, "Shit, where is it? Which way do I have to run away?" And then it
yeah.
turned
And
out
it's
to be.
like, well, I don't see no bear, but there's a buffalo over there.
Yep. And as soon as you hear the sound and you look up, you're like, "Oh, it's just a buffalo," and then it turns out to be a
Be a
bear from the
bear.
other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I found
Hey,
that
it
all.
was fun.
Yeah, I found that out all the time. But then, I'm deaf. So, I mean, how often were we like creeping round the forest and I'm saying, Corny, I'm like really relying on your ears right now because I can't hear shit.
Oh yeah.
Especially when
So
they sounded the same. It was like, shit, that's a bear.
I mean, yeah, that respect, it was fun. At that moment, it was not fun because you never
Y-
knew when you had to run and when not. But
Yeah,
if in
yeah,
doubt, just run.
yeah, yeah.
And you run straight into a whole pack of wolves. Oh yeah,
Yeah, done that
it
too.
happens. Bear was eating behind the buffalo. Yeah, we have had that as well.
Yeah, could quite also might have been the bear was eating the buffalo.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons why I have not disabled the kill cam is I use it for scouting around.
Yeah.
Shoot something in the distance. If you get a kill cam, you have a very small window to look around in that direction.
Hmm.
I've seen reasons to change course that way.
Yeah. Yeah. This next one is pretty cool. Fixed epic creature. Uh, please take over.
Fix some epic creatures causing epic boss version of combat music to play when the player is fighting any creature. In case of epic creatures using non-boss AI setup, music condition override settings are not configured. And the music override was being applied regardless of the threat level the boss creature was presented to the player. So they've updated the creature threat audio system to apply a minimum music override threat threshold to epic creatures, using AI audio data setups with no music override configured. So yeah, you engage a minor creature, and all of a sudden you hear the sound music for a boss fight. You're like, shh, where?
Yeah, but not just any boss fight. It's an epic boss fight.
I assume we are talking about either the alpha, like the alpha wolf, the black panther, or the mini boss.
Possibly. Could be. Okay. I'm gonna scroll down. Just I don't want to
I
make
do
people
rely on
dizzy
the
or sick.
sound quite a bit, so I'm glad I fixed this.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when we would confuse buffaloes with bear. That was scary enough.
Yeah.
You know, oh well. No, I was going to say you don't want to hear that music when you're running up upon a bunny, but
It depends on the
we
size of
already
it,
kind of spoke about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, change the percentages for the bestiary unlocks and mechanism to derive the percentages. Galileo future locked. So you have to kill X amount, you have to skin Y amount, etc., etc.
Yes. Achievements.
Yeah, to like fully unlock the whole animal in the bestiary.
Yeah. Well,
Sure,
that
why
makes
not?
sense. That makes sense. Learn a little bit more
Insofar,
about it every time you kill one.
insofar as it won't need like kill 250 polar bear bosses. It's gonna be slightly yikes.
One polar bear from Icarus was enough to scare the living bejesus out of both of us
Not
when
not
we
Ecco.
first saw it.
The styx.
Yeah, the Styx polar bear.
Oh yeah.
By
Yes.
comparison to the Olympus polar bear, it was
Oh,
just it was a whole nother ball game.
there's a polar bear on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do you intend to play to kill 250 polar bear bosses? Asked Froggy. Well, look at it from the other side, actually. At least you will get a sense of accomplishment once you finish all those polar bear bosses. Yeah, Mark, I'm not gonna punch them to death. Not in a boss fight. Thank you.
Well, we're already punching grizzly bears.
And fisting mammoths and stuff. Yes. But yeah, bosses, I rather use bow and arrow.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh. Oh
Imagine
dear.
trying to punch the Scorpion King to death. It already took us more than an in-game day to kill
Yeah.
one Scorpion boss
It
with arrows, flint arrows, and fire arrows.
I mean, oh my god, what time was it by the time I mean
It
it
was
was like
almost morning again.
it was like serious dark. It wasn't just
Yeah.
like dark air like it was the first time. I mean, we played for at least 18 game day hours to kill
Yeah.
that second boss.
Jake, you agree? Take down a mammoth with fists? Hey, we did it.
Oh,
Okay, we
we've
finished
done
it
it.
off with bow and arrow, I believe, at the end. But we killed, we almost completely killed it just with the fists.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. I think we finished it off with bows and arrows because
There was a storm incoming, I believe.
yeah. Yeah. We ended up having to hide.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the storm was incoming, so then we were like, okay, you know what? Let's take the remainder of the health. Let's do it with bow and arrow.
Yeah.
A couple of arrows, and it was done. It was indeed a rather high-level mammoth froggy. I know, and yeah, I would love to get an achievement for that, Jake. Definitely.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun actually.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, we have killed mammoths with bow and arrow before. It's no challenge no more. Let's do it with fists. I mean, we have done it with bears, so we decided to do it with the mammoth as well. And if it hadn't been for that storm coming in, we would have finished it off with fists only.
Well, I mean, we kind of maximized our our storm exposure, but I mean, you're in the Arctic and we were freezing.
Yeah.
So it was just a case of, we have to, for the sake of our lives, we have to finish this a little bit quicker than we wanted to.
Yeah. So yeah, we've done it. And like I said,
Yep.
we definitely would have finished it, and we could have easily finished it if it hadn't been for the storm.
Oh, I feel some new episodes coming up. So some new
Kill all
videos.
bosses with fists only.
Yes.
Bosses is not sure about that yet.
Well, I don't know. Maybe a small series on kill every animal with fists. Here's how to kill every animal in Icarus with fists only.
Okay, you're gonna do the croc, yeah?
Well, yeah. I mean, we always double team the crocs anyway, so
I'll be on a distance. I'll be in the distance looking.
No, I mean we always double team a croc anyway, so somebody takes the aggro and the other person
True.
just punches it whilst they're running behind it.
Yeah.
The croc will be
And
easy. It's the
yeah.
polar bear I'm
Well,
fucking worried about.
only because it takes a bit longer, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I mean,
no.
the good luck from Jake. Jake, it isn't that hard if you're with two players, like Echo says. One takes aggro, and the other comes in from behind and starts punching with fists. It's easy enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bears are especially easy.
Cave worms maybe not so, because sometimes you get a couple that spawn close together and you can only take out one at a time. But you can still.
I'll go in and start punching one, and you kill the others. I don't.
Well, you just do the get it to spawn at the front, run out of the cave, then get the next one at the front. You run out of the cave, and if you've got a campfire in a 2x1 and a couple of beds outside the cave, then you can basically run back, get your health and stuff, and then go and take the next one out.
Well, land shark, I'm not comfortable on doing with fists only. I mean, the sandworm, sure, why not? We've done it with knives, so we can do it with fists as well.
Yeah.
Who cares? Scorpion boss is gonna take a long time to punch to death.
Yeah, need a lot of food and a lot of health potions and stamina potions.
No, not really. One takes aggro and the other walks behind and punches it. It's just, it has a massive amount of HP, so it's gonna take a long time.
It'll probably take 2 or 3 game days.
More. But yeah, most of the animals are okay. And actually bears are gonna be easier than, for example, jaguars.
Yeah, now there you go.
Bears
Jaguars.
charge, jaguars don't.
Yeah. Jaguars have got claws.
Yeah.
So unless
you
could take
shield.
out a jaguar.
One take aggro with the shield.
Well,
and the other punches.
Either that, or you just get it. I don't know. You get it to swim somewhere, and then you get it stuck on the wall, and you crouch and punch it to death.
Also possible. We might actually go and do some of them animals. Yeah, why not? Michael says, wish was a buildable drone of some sort of bird pet that allows you to fly the train and look. Would help to find a nice open world spot for a new base. Actually, Michael, if you have crossed the open world a couple of times, because the map is the same all the time, you would know the spot already. It might be a useful tool for hunting, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But then,
like, look for the animals you need to kill.
I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards that, just sort of like removing from the survival type stuff. You know, I mean, okay, I don't know, tier 5?
I don't know. Well, if they go to tier 5, then it means they have to increase the level cap,
Well,
I
yeah,
reckon. Not
yeah,
not the biggest problem. But yeah, what would be the use of a drone? What Michael suggests, like find a nice open world spot for a new base. Like I said, just cross the map a couple of times and you will know the best spots already.
yeah,
But if you have to do like these missions, like kill this animal or find that crate or stuff like that, there the drone might be handy.
yes. You've
How
had
about
problems
looking for
finding
specific?
crates. Yeah,
How about looking for specific deep ore veins?
yes.
You don't have to run around looking for the veins and looking for the specific sulfur or specific iron or whatever. You just fly
You
around
could
with the drone.
you could use it to locate the caves.
Icarus Intel. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Everyone uses Icarus Intel.
yeah.
That is a given.
Hmm. Okie dokie. Um,
Anyway,
there's this one here: retiming dropship sonic boom effect to match timeline, adding layer for effect visibility.
the was the timing off then of the sonic boom? I don't
Can't
know.
can't can't say as I've noticed, to be honest.
I don't know either. I mean, the new audio is fantastic,
Oh,
but I didn't really
it
notice the sonic boom being off. Yeah, Jake, the tier 4 one is you can look for a ore deposit. It's the orbital one, the space station one, where you can look for a specific ore deposit.
yes. And we don't use it very often because it takes up a valuable spot
Yeah.
when we're going down. Plus, we kind of tend to, we cover so much of the map that, we find the ore deposits and we shout them out as we see them if they're needed.
And yes, in the open world, you just bring two players down, two characters down, one with equipment set and one with this this scanner or scanner, which
Yeah,
is what I actually did in my open world. I created a new character and leveled up in my open world, and with that character I brought down the scanner.
yeah.
So yeah, but still you have to run around looking for the vein, and then you have to like scale cliffs. You have to run around cliff faces.
Mm-hmm.
Always be on the lookout for predators and stuff. A drone would make it easier.
It would. Yeah, yeah.
It's just like a quality of life improvement. Not that important, but would be fun.
Yeah. I mean, it would be one of those ones you would go to kind of you would be able to locate like maybe if we needed to find the lava. So I don't know if we needed to find like a geyser, or a volcano, or the spitter things. You could use it for that kind of stuff.
Uh, yeah, if you go out hunting, like you have the. So if you have the hunting dynamic quests, there is a certain location relative close to the board where there is an increased spawn of that animal, and outside that location there is like a decreased spawn of that animal.
Yeah.
Finding that location, although I have to admit, nowadays it's actually shown on the map, which it was not before. Nowadays it is shown on the map, but before that, such a drone would have been very handy to find that area with the increased spawn. I've had
Yes.
to give up multiple of those dynamic quests because I simply could not find the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fixed players sometimes being blocked by invisible volumes in caves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But then again,
we still have dry caves that you can. Excuse me.
yeah, but
Sorry.
you're not blocked there. Remember the Olympus map, the cave between the central forest and the northeast desert?
Yes.
From the
Yes.
desert side, you had this cliff mid front of the cave. You could
Yes.
not pass on the right side of the cliff. You only could pass on the left side.
Yes.
They
Yes. You
fixed
remember
that,
that well.
but they fixed it. But that was an invisible wall blocking.
Yeah.
I can't say I haven't seen this actually. Like, invisible, yeah, unless it's like there's more like cliff faces, not really in caves. Cliff faces where a node is completely visible, but you can only mine half the cliff because the rest is behind an invisible wall.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you still have it ever so often. In caves, you have nodes partially inside the wall, so not even fully visible.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can only mine half of it. But then
Alrighty.
again, there are multiple caves who need rework. Remember, multiple times I've said, hey, look up at the roof of the cave and you see this weird issue where if you look from the one side, then the ceiling of the cave is lower. If you look from the other side, then the
Yeah.
ceiling is higher. This is like weird mismatch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had that. Um, Fixed issues in two template caves where players could get stuck in a pit in a cave. Prometheus.
So this is not the one which we accidentally found in a Styx. Was Styx? It was Styx. You know, where I called you in like, hey, come here, crawl through this tiny space, and then you had this big ass cave inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not that. This is a new cave Prometheus. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, actually, the Olympus map, the Central Arctic, has caves with pits in them. And if you fall in and you don't die right away, there's not always enough material on the bottom of the pit to build your way out.
Yes, true.
Then you get stuck in a pit in a cave as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then you had to basically wait till you die from hunger or thirst. Then come back with a ton of building materials to build your way down to get your death back, your loot back.
Yeah.
You only make that mistake once, hopefully.
Yeah. It's like if you fall down there, I ain't coming to get you.
Oh yeah.
Adding predator bird distance spot audio and updating standard spot audio with more layers, adjustments to distancing and volumes.
So now if it sees you in a distance, you hear it when it spots you. Like it's shout. All of a sudden you hear it shout like, "Come here! I'm gonna attack you! I'm gonna eat you!"
You see the shadow pass overhead, and all you hear is incoming.
Gosh! Yep.
Yeah, you hear a text message coming through going, "I'm on my way."
ETA 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah, ETA, boo. Oh, I know.
Okay.
Maybe you'll hear this.
And you don't hear nothing no more because your head is being ripped off. Yep.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Anyway, make lava rivers and lakes ignite characters instead of wetting them on overhead. Well, yeah, makes sense, right?
Yeah. I
So I
thought
reckon,
that's
yeah,
almost as bad as being able to drink it.
exactly. I reckon it has to do with the same changes. Like you can't drink it, you can't swim it in it no more. Because
Yeah,
now it's like
don't
fire
yeah,
instead of war.
yeah, don't stick your toes in it to find out how hot it is.
Yeah. Set up the new lava modifier, which applies a debuff stat, causing fire to be persistent, and then ignites the character.
Oh,
Makes
ouch.
sense, you know. The same if you shoot
Yeah,
a
well,
fire arrow into someone, so you drink from your canteen to put out a fire, but since the fire arrow is still on fire, you get on fire again. The same with lava.
I'm sorry, but you had to test it out for science.
Again?
Mm. Well,
Anyway,
I I test a lot for science. I kind of thought it was maybe your turn.
just make a note. You tested it multiple times now, so no need to
Okay,
test even more.
okay,
Next
alrighty.
time, just throw a flaming javelin.
I did love a gameplay tag to prevent some other modifiers from being applied while in lava. Needs further work.
While in lava, other modifiers like warm and cozy. It will be warm, okay? I would really call it cozy though.
Yeah, here, have a seat.
Yeah.
Oh no. Um,
I wonder, by the way, will it glow in the dark lava? If so,
can we
build
make
your
a
base
lava
above
lamp?
it. Build your base above it, so you don't need to use torches in the house no more. Like glass floors.
Can we make a lava lamp?
We have geode lamps. Maybe lava lamp is the next one, for which you need
Cool.
to harvest some lava. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. New type of
Yeah.
metal. Ooh, maybe obsidian's glass. Maybe we could use obsidian to harvest it. Oh, I
Is it
don't
glass
know.
though?
Obsidian is glass like, yeah.
Okay. Crystalline structure, yes. Glass-like. Then you have to have pretty thin obsidian, so it's gonna break under weight.
No, no. I mean, it's sharp like glass. You can you
Well,
can
I rather
mold you
have a
can mold it
reinforced
like
glass floor
flint.
than
You could
yeah. You like uh, process it like you do flint.
yes.
You don't process
You
it like you do glass, though.
no, but it has. Hmm.
And like I said, I rather have a reinforced glass floor than an obsidian floor if you want to see through it. But
Hmm.
imagine a base built over a lava river or over a lava lake, right? With a glass
Yeah,
floor,
all
right?
yeah, all you'd have to do to cook your food is chuck it on the floor.
Exactly. Let's just hope the glass won't melt.
Oh no. Instant electric blanket.
Uh,
Never mind,
and
never
then do
you
we get a
certainly
new energy source, geothermal energy?
you certainly wouldn't have to, light a campfire to go to bed.
Exactly.
Wow.
Anyway, so let's see any more.
um, uh,
Convex hull collision for the cave ice pillar variants.
sorry, where are you?
3 down. Improved convex hull collision for AC RCK cave ice pillar variant 1 to 6.
Hmm.
Convex. Shit, English isn't my main language. Let's see. Rounded outward. Okay, like the exterior for sphere or
Yeah,
circle.
yeah,
Okay,
opposite
okay.
opposite of concave, which
Yeah, so
is
the collision is a round collision box, not a square collision box. Then
yeah.
good, good. The
Okay.
invisible collision boxes.
Yeah. Added needler in and out of mud ground audio and events.
Oh, cool. So they are burrowed, and then when you get close, they all of a sudden pop up, and they start shooting their spikes at you, the needles. Wow, cool.
Maybe a derivative of the scorpion with
Maybe
wings?
not with the wings, but with needles. So ranged attack.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. See, yeah, gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a wee bit to do with fishing here. So we've got first pass for fishing maps, divide fishing areas into cardinal directions for simplicity. Well, that makes sense.
Uh, Fishing areas into cardinal directions. I don't know, maybe lake fish, river fish. I don't know.
Could be.
Oh, well, we'll have to wait and see. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but yeah, Prometheus is now going to the test phase, the final test phase. Fishing is part of Prometheus, so yeah, hopefully not too long. Prometheus, sorry, Galileo. Fishing is part of Galileo, and Galileo is now into the last
Final,
stage of
yeah.
testing, from what I understood. Or
Oh,
maybe I hoped it and understood it wrong because I hope it so much. But
yeah. Man, I can't wait.
oh yeah,
We're getting some really good future stuff coming up here. Looking forward to it.
oh absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And that, ladies and gents, takes us to the end of this week's updates, just to let you see. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top. So for those of you who are motion sick, you can shut your eyes now. And now you're good. Um, we are at 22 the hour, so we will be back. I don't know.
Do you still need to eat?
Yeah.
So eat quickly, and we resume in 19 minutes.
Yep, sounds good to me. So
Alrighty.
we will be back for the subsequent gameplay on the hour at the top of the hour. So whatever hour you're going to have, we'll meet you at the top of it back for the subsequent gameplay. I'd like to say thank you very much to everybody who's been watching, anybody who's been lurking, and everybody that's been taking part in the chat. So I'd like to say thanks to Froggy, who was first again, pin another medal up, get another medal board. Thank you to Michael. And of course, last and most certainly not least, thank you very much to Jake for joining us for another update. Until the top of the hour, peeps, it's good night from me,
And good night from her.
and we will see you in 18 minutes. And remember, peeps, it's a dangerous world out there, so please take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.